navigate to the Jobs menu under Projects. And click on the Add button at the bottom of the screen. This opens a pop-up that displays 6 different fields. The first required field is the company that the job belongs to. If your Omni installation is configured as a multi-company installation, then the user that logged in to Omni that you're using Omni as has rights to specific companies. So those companies will show up in the drop down here. Now in this particular case, the user I logged in as has rights to only this company, so only this company will show up. But in case there are multiple companies in your installation, and in case the user has the rights to these companies, they will all show up in this drop down. The next required field is the nature of job, also referred to in certain cases as the business unit. So this is essentially the type of job that's going to be executed. So this could be things like house construction, civil construction, maybe student schools, maybe hospitals, maybe roads, water pipelines, bridges, railways. So depending on your nature of the project that is to be executed, that option must be chosen. Now these are predefined in the system. You can of course change them, and this is important because it defines the nature of the activities that will be executed as part of that job. And more about that in the section about the project WBS. But suffice to say, it's required that you create a job with the particular business unit in mind. Once the job has been created, none of these fields can be changed. So it's important that you get this right when you create the job. The next field is the job type. Now there are 3 options, and these cannot be changed. And these 3 options are tender, execution, and corporate. So when we talk about a tender job, this is essentially a job that will not have any billing activity and is used primarily to construct a bid, a tender, or a quote. So it will have the entire planning functionality, but the execution capability of that job will not be there. The execution job, on the other hand, is primarily about execution, and in general, when you create an execution job, you're not about to create a tender or a quote or a bid for that job. An execution job will obviously have a customer for whom you will bill for that job. A corporate job is a job that has no billing but only a cost side. So typically this is true for things like head office, maintenance, garages. An important thing to note here that Omni is a job-based business management platform. So every department or every organizational unit that you wish to capture costs under must be a job. So for those jobs that don't have any billing associated with them, but obviously have a cost side, you'll have to choose the type corporate. So let's choose execution in this case. Job name is the name of the job. Now this has to be some descriptive name that tells you what this job is and does. So everywhere else throughout the system, this job will be referred to with this job name. So it's important that you choose a name that's descriptive. Now, generally, projects or jobs executed in the infrastructure sector have very long descriptions and things like that. So it's important not to use that long description for it, because it becomes unwieldy in the system. So choose a short name, maybe less than 25-30 characters, just easy enough for you to remember. Accounting center is the accounting center that's been configured in the system for that this job belongs to. It's important for finance and accounting purposes. So for now, let's use head office. Currency is the currency that all transactions that will be undertaken in this job will be posted as. Now, because Omni is a multi-currency system, different jobs can have different currencies. So by default, whatever the system native currency is, that will be chosen. So in this particular case, my Omni installation's default currency is rupees, so rupees is selected. So I click on save. and that's this one, G28. So now if I want to edit the job, I can click on this pencil icon, and that lets me edit this job. So I can put a description here. So this can be the long description. The address of the job is important. So for instance, this could be something like this. And a notes field if required, and you save it. So this field here is the job code. Now when the job is created, every job gets a unique code, and in certain places of the system the job code is displayed along with the short name or the job name of the description. So this is the dashboard of the job. Once the job has been created, you can navigate to it and you can see the dashboard.